Hello there. So today I've come out, it's literally about 2:30 in the afternoon, and I've been sat at home this morning, editing a few photos, and it's been foggy and misty all day. So I've just put everything on charge, well I did sort of a couple of hours ago. I thought I'm going to pop out this afternoon and just see if we can catch something. Guess what? It's lifting. So while I'm out anyway, I've got Betsy with me. I shall give Betsy a walk, and I've brought with me a 70-200 and a 24-70 mil, and I'm just going to take probably just 2 photographs. One, I want to try and get a little pano because it looks beautiful up the top of this valley here. So I might do a little bit of a pano, and if I do, I will tell you how I merge them together using either Lightroom or Camera Raw in Photoshop. So just join me shortly and I'm going to try and find something. I do love these beautiful atmospheric conditions. They look great. It's a shame it's lifted so quickly, which it always happens to me. Guarantee if I come out in fog, it will lift by the time we get here. If I try for the sunset, you get that bank of doom come up on the horizon, kills it. I have no luck with photography. I haven't for a while now. But it still looks beautiful here. And I am going to try and find, I fancy, a little panorama. I don't do many, and I do like them, to be honest. Let me just, I don't know if you pick it up on the GoPro here. Beautiful old oak, rotten, full of green moss and lichen. Looks beautiful. Stunning. So I've just got to try and figure out a shot. I do like in the distance, there's still a little bit of fog in the distance. Just turn you around and have a look up there. You can see it's just a little bit misty in the valley now, but it is lifting. So we have got just up here, again I don't know if you'll see it on the GoPro, but there are a couple of old dead limbs. I may just put the 70-200 on and try and get something with that, with a mist behind it. It does look nice from here. So I'll have a quick look, and if it turns out any good I will talk you through the back of the camera and I'll show the image. So first little composition is this little vertical of the dead tree, bang in the centre of the frame. I probably will crop this as a square, just cut a bit off. I want to get rid of that little bit of tree in the top corner. So I'll probably cut down to there and just cut up a little bit, maybe even just crop it as a square. Beautiful, just a little dead tree with the fog behind it. I like the diagonal line on the bracken and the burnt orange of the bracken. It does look beautiful. I'll put this shot on for you right now. So, let me know what your thoughts on that little image. I do like the way the tree just stands out against that beautiful grey background. Little tip for you when you're editing fog as well. What I tend to do, if you've got a background like that, I'll use the DA slider in either Lightroom or Camera Raw. And whereas you would normally take away the A's, I'll move the slider to the left just to pull that little bit more in and just make that grey, just brighten it up just a fraction. And it really is just a very slight fraction. So I'm just walking down the valley now. There is a shot I wanted this morning when I came over this morning. It was a lot more misty then. There's a little bit of mist now. A little bit of grey stuff still in the trees, so I'm going to try the shot. Just got to try and figure out where from. Yeah, join me in a minute and I'll show you my next photograph. So my next shot, I'm going to do a panorama. It's probably going to be 5 or 6 shots. Literally, the rock just there, the trees to the left, I'm just going to cut off. So start on the rock, come round and end with the heather just to the right hand side of the path leading down. It looks a beautiful little scene, especially with just the grey of the mist behind. I've just knocked the camera, so I've got to set it back up again. But I will just talk you through what I'm doing and give you an idea of how I shoot a panorama. First thing that you need to do is make sure that the tripod is level. So as you start to pan, you have got a pretty level scene. As you can see, the rock's there, the rock's right in front now. And where the tree's lined up in the centre of the frame, what I tend to do, the overlap, I use thirds. So for the second shot, I would move round to there, take that shot, and then the tree coming in on the right hand side, move that round to the centre rule of thirds, and then again, take that shot. And then the last shot is going to be just the path and maybe just a little bit of that tree coming up just to match these and balance out, and that will be the photograph. 6 shots, and again I'll put this on for you right now. So again, another beautiful little scene. I can actually get all that scene in at 24mm from here. But the idea with the panorama, especially shooting vertically, you do get more detail top and bottom of the image. Whereas if you just shoot landscape priority, you tend to have a really long, thin photograph. By shooting in portrait, vertical shots, you can just capture that little bit more info at the bottom of the frame and at the top, and you also, it brings in everything closer, which just looks that little bit more appealing. The way I edit panoramas, I will either open them up in Lightroom or in Camera Raw. In Lightroom, you just click on all the images, right click on the screen and merge to panorama. If you're in Camera Raw, if you're using Photoshop, open all the images up, Control A to select them all, Alt M to merge, and you'll get a box come up to merge to panorama. You can also bracket photographs, your panorama shots, and you can do a HDR panorama in Camera Raw, which is really good. You can do it in Lightroom as well. But yeah, you end up with a finished image, stitched, and yeah, just edit that image as normal and you have your shot. I'm going to have another little walk around now and just see if I can catch something else. I don't know what, but I've got 2 images, so I do like taking photographs, so I'm probably going to get another one. And when I find something, I'll talk you through it. Just look at this for a beautiful scene. We've got these 3 silver birch, 4 if you count the 2 limbs coming up on the far one. But I'm loving the white on the bark and the black on the trees and the branches with no leaves on there now, just against the grey background. It looks stunning, it does. I'm just having a little walk, and I'll try and show you what I'm thinking with this shot now. If you walk this way towards the left, you can probably just see that the trees in the distance towards the right hand side get closer to the trees on the left, and by walking farther right, that gap opens up and you get big separation then between the far tree and the trees on the left, which are closer. So it is a case of just moving about a little bit and finding a spot that you think is just right, and probably there where the branches are just intersecting with each other, but you've got the stems coming up, the trunks of the trees. That's where I'm going to take the shot. So just give me a minute and I'll show you the back of the camera again, what the shot is. So just before I show you the back of the camera, we have an old fella walking down with his dog. And I love putting people in photographs. I could be tempted to take the shot with him in, just to add dimension and scale to the trees. And I think, you know, some old fella just walking his dog in the shot, it does look nice. The scene looks fantastic, you know, a person just adds to it. Walking the dog is just fantastic for me. Especially having a dog myself, Betsy. Betsy comes everywhere with me and she is like a best friend. So I can understand how people just come out with the dogs. And I do like to see a beautiful landscape and set up. Sometimes I'll take the photograph with the person in. Other times I'll just wait for them to clear. I have got plenty of time, so I don't rush people. But yeah, he's gone there, so I'll just talk you through the back of the camera. As you can see, we have got, there's the 2 big trunks coming up there, and then we have these 2 on the left. The branches just there are just starting to intersect, which I'm okay with. Again, it's a simple photograph, and I am literally just going to focus on the tree there, and that is just going to be the shot. Very simple shot. Settings for this, ISO 100, f11, and that's giving me 1/3 of a second. Looks fantastic. So what do you think of that last shot? I just think it looks great. I love these atmospheric conditions. I've said before, when the weather's bad, just get out and grab yourself some photographs. They can look absolutely stunning. If they look crap, you just delete them. So, you know, being out in the fresh air is good for you. So for me, I would say get out, just get out. There are links down in the description below to all the gear that I use, including my sister and brother-in-law's guest house on the Isle of Mull. I was hoping to be able to go just before Christmas, but plans have changed and I haven't been able to make it. So I am trying to make new arrangements to go early in the new year to do some landscapes up there through the winter months. Hopefully snowy scenes as I go up through Glencoe. Yeah, if I do manage to make it, you'll see the photos just in the new year. If not, then as and when I can get up there. But if you're interested in gear, all my gear that I use is down in a link in the description below. Please, as always, like and subscribe. Your support really is appreciated, and The channel's growing lovely. I want to wish you all Merry Christmas. We are now on Thursday the 22nd of December. So this is probably the last time I'm going to be out before Christmas. I have my daughter coming and grandson tomorrow. So times are going to get quite busy. So yeah, have a fantastic Christmas and I'll catch you all in the new year. Here are all the photographs again. Till next time, take it easy.